Sports are played all over the world, whether as hobbies, careers, or as part of fitness routine. Various games have grown in popularity across the world, from the ancient Olympic Games in Greece to the Super Bowl in the United States. Sports are an important part of human experience. But out of all sports that exist, which are the most popular? The debate regarding the most popular and most watched sport in the world has been a long-going one, as everyone supports their most loved sport. So, based on several factors like global following, social media presence, top athletes, revenue, and historical importance, here is the list of top 10 most popular sports in the world. But before we begin, stay tuned with Torostain and hit the bell icon button so you will get notified whenever we will come with something interesting and exciting. So, let the game begin. Number 10. Golf. Considered as game for riches, golf has estimated global following of 450 million people. Its primary influence is in Western Europe, East Asia and North America. Golf is played by use of different clubs to hit the ball over determined course using fewest possible amount of strokes. Scotland has the best claim for invention of golf. Since its inception, it has grown to be multi-million-dollar international phenomenon with people all over the world competing for prize money. And no surprise that it has the largest professional prospect in the developed countries like Japan, USA, Scotland, Italy and Korea. Although golf is 10th most popular sport in the world with big prize money, a player with the ability like Tiger Woods could easily become the richest athlete on planet. Number 9. Baseball. Baseball is American-led sport, has all about estimated 500 million global followers and enjoys the highest level of popularity in the United States and Japan. Sport is bat and ball sport involving two teams of 9 players each who participate in batting and fielding to earn points. Baseball attracts sponsorship by top brands and the highest paid baseball player receives as much as $39 million yearly. The first league for the sport was created all the way back in 1876 and the sport has been growing since. Countries like USA and Japan enjoy baseball even on the street level. Both Japan and USA have the biggest league in the world, naming Nippon League and MLB respectively. Babe Ruth is not just considered as the greatest baseball player but also one of the greatest American athletes ever. Number 8. Rugby. One of the fastest growing sports in the world, rugby has recently reached 850 million viewership. The most prestigious tournament in rugby attracts the best name in the world of rugby, as well as top brands that commit significant funds in sponsorship. Rugby has its primary sphere of influence in United Kingdom and Commonwealth countries. The foundation of modern-day sport was laid out in medieval England. From the UK, it spread to British colonies such as Australia, South Africa and New Zealand. The sport is played by two teams of 15 players each who carry, kick or pass the ball across the end line to score points. Two-time World Cup winner All Blacks Richie McCaw is considered as the greatest rugby player as well as the greatest captain in rugby history. Number 7. Table tennis. Table tennis is one of the top indoor sports in the world. It is virtually played in every country across the world by young and old, unfit and athletic alike. It is a game with not much professional platform as compared to other sports on the list, but when it comes to popularity, TT is one of the most played sports across the globe. As a miniature version of lawn tennis, the sport became widely referred to as ping pong. The modern sport involves two teams consisting 1 or 2 players hitting a lightweight ball over the net on a hard table by use of rackets. Formidable global countries in the sport include China, South Korea, Sweden, Japan and Germany. Since 2003, table tennis fans has increased to as much as 850 million. Though table tennis events are not as publicized as other prominent sports tournaments, it enjoys a moderate number of following on social media. International Table Tennis Association was formed in 1925 in Berlin. It became an official Olympic sport in 1988. Number 6. Volleyball. Volleyball is a simple and one of the most widely played sports. With over 200 federations, volleyball has the most registered national federation than any other sport. Volleyball is an extremely simple game with little equipment and few rules. All you need is a ball and net. Two teams of 6 players are separated by a net. Each team tries to score points by grounding a ball on the other team's courts under organized rules. It was introduced in Olympic Games in 1964 and its beach variation was really kickstarter for its rapid growth in popularity around the world. Volleyball was invented in US by William G. Morgan in 1895. The sport has an estimated global following of 900 million fans. The primary influence of volleyball can be seen in Brazil, Russia, US, Italy, Argentina and Serbia. Volleyball's popularity among the both gender is on the rise. It is less televised compared to other top-rated sports. However, volleyball receives a great deal of attention on social media. Number 5. Tennis. Tennis is one of the longest standing and reputable sport in the world. It has a fan base of over 1 billion people and it has been around since early 14th century. Modern tennis was first popularized in France. From France, it spread to the other part of Europe and eventually the whole world. One of the most physically demanding sports, tennis is also known for its gender equality, where ladies' tennis competition are considered equally significant as their male counterparts. Tennis players receive big endorsements and sponsorship deals. Regarded as best ever tennis player, Roger Federer topped the list of world's highest paid athletes with $106 million. Tennis is a racket sport that can be played individually against a single opponent or between two teams of 2 players each. The object of the game is to maneuver the ball in such a way that opponents is not able to play a valid return. The largest competition of the tennis are the 4 Grand Slams. Other than Federer, Jovan Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Pete Sampras, Serena Williams, Steffi Graf are some of the greatest tennis players in history. Number 4. Basketball. Basketball is a team sport in which 2 teams, most commonly of 5 players each, opposing one another on a rectangular court, compete with the primary object of shooting basketball. United States is known as the home of basketball. In 1891, Canadian-American Dr. James Naismith invented a sport which is now becomes sport with 2 billion followers around the globe. Basketball is a huge sport around the world with over 200 countries play and compete against each other. Also referred as hoops, the game needs skills, reflexes and athleticism. In fact, basketball players are regarded as some of the best athletes in any sport. With $88 million, LeBron James is one of the highest paid athletes in the world today. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal are well-known basketball players even to the casual fans. There was a time when the game was restricted only to its home country, but at the moment, its popularity is increasing with high rate. Number 3. Hockey. With a fan following of 2.2 billion people, field hockey enjoys the viewership from Europe, Asia and Australia. This ancient Greek sport was modernized in England in 1800. The game is mostly similar to the football, except that the players use sticks to drive the ball instead of feet. The game is played on several different surface types including turf, grass and the tile, producing a range of speed to the game. The biggest 2 field hockey tournaments are Olympic Games tournament and the Hockey World Cup, which is also held every 4 years. Major Dhyan Chand, Sohail Abbas, Jamie Dwyer, Tunde Neuer are some of the finest hockey players of all time. Decades ago, field hockey was widely played sport in countries like Pakistan and India, where they were de facto national sport. But unfortunately, it has fallen from the grace as there aren't any significant opportunity left on the professional level as much as other games like football and cricket. Number 2. Cricket. North Americans may be surprised to find cricket on the list, but the fans of the sport are well aware of how hugely popular the gentleman's game is in many parts of the world. The most followed competition in cricket, the Cricket World Cup, last played in 2019, was watched by about 2.6 billion people. England, Australia, South Africa, Caribbean and Indian subcontinent are the places where cricket is most watched and played both on street level and professional level. The International Cricket Council (ICC) identified that an impressive 125 countries around the world play the sport. Originated in England, this bat and ball sport is characterized by two teams of 11 players each, where each team attempts to score most runs. Sachin Tendulkar, Sir Don Bradman, Brian Lara, Imran Khan, Shane Warne, Sir Alastair Cook. Cricket has no shortage of great sports personalities. Cricketers also enjoy huge paycheck, with highest paid cricketer Virat Kohli receiving over $28 million annually. The Indian Premier League is now the most profitable sport league outside United States, overtaking English Premier League and La Liga. Number 1. Football. Well, it should not be a surprise that most popular and watched sport on the globe is football, known as soccer in North America. The most prestigious tournament in football, the FIFA World Cup, was watched by a record number of 3.5 billion people in 2018. Aside from that, every major football tournament from UEFA Champions League, the English Premier League or La Liga is widely followed on various social media platforms over 200 countries around the world. The sport is more popular in Europe and South America than any other continent. The sport is characterized by two teams of 11 players and 2 goals. The objective of sport is to drive ball into the goal defended by the opponent team. Football players are some of the highest paid athletes in the world, with Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi and Neymar. 3 out of 5 highest paid athletes on Forbes list are footballers. With enormous social media presence, big revenue, long history, exciting games, top athletes and wide global reach, without a doubt, football is the most popular sport in the world. So what type of sport that you are interested in? Don't feel shy to let us know, so in future we can cover it even more. Stay tuned with Torstein and do not forget to like and subscribe.